Once again, this is Barry the Bully Martin playing on a 2-4 no limit hold'em table here on the Gutshot site. Six-handed. I had a good look round actually, 3 or 4 minutes just making sure I could find the loosest game possible. Doing that, wow. First hand I sit down and get a walk in the blinds. I should sit up really, I'm making $2. Oh, hello. The ace is second hand in. Very interesting. Just going back, I had a good look around the lobby to find the loosest game and looking at the average pot, and this was $81 average pot, so I waited for a seat to come up in this one and sat down. Let's hope it gets busy. Oh, look at this, folded round to me. Let's make a small raise. Shall we play slowly? Yeah, why not? Let's bet half the pot. Hopefully he's got something to do with this. Oh. Now, I know I've got the nuts. How much do I think he's going to pay off? Shall I put a massive... No, let's put 45 in. Yeah, 40... Oh. 45, there we go. Lovely. I thank you all. Ship it. So, 2 hands played, $73 up. Hello. Now, because of the restrictions on YouTube, which I'm going to put this up when I've finished, I can only play for 10 minutes, unfortunately. So, I will stop whatever the situation is, come 10 minutes into this. I'm not going to play ace rag. This game suddenly got short-handed. We've got that Shekhtekaran sat out, so we're basically playing four-handed here. I wouldn't mind seeing a flop in the big blind, but I'm not going to call a raise if it gets popped up. Well, maybe another $4. Okay, let's see if we can see something interesting. Top pair. Let's try a pot bet and see if we're if our 6 is any good. Our position was ship it. That's good enough. So a very nice start, I must say. Very nice start in the Kojak. What are we going to do here? Let's put a small. Let's make it 12. Short-handed. I've got, as long as Shekhtekaran folds, I'm in good shape. Positional, that is. Yep. Now you may be interested to see why I've got the muck winning hand things unticked over here. Well, I think there are certain times when you want to show big hands down, there's certain times you want to show a bluff. Most of the time I'm going to fold because they're not going to know my game, and hopefully I'm going to keep them guessing. But there are certain times when I'm not going to want to, not really going to want to show my hands down. Another playable. Let's try a 12 again. And we've got the chip leader calling me. That's not good. And I'm out of position as well. Won't mind a couple more in here for value, because my hand doesn't play extremely great heads up. Problem with king queen is a queen could come down, you could be monstered, king could come down, you could hit 2 pair against the set. It's very difficult to ascertain where you are with king queen. I didn't really want to call her. And as I say, first to speak here, with being a 3-handed pot, I'm going to check fold this very quickly if someone gets really... If they put $4 into the pot, then I'll have a think about it for value and try and hit my king or queen. But they could have easily had flopped a set here. That's an easy fold. $35. Nice hand, sir. Take the pot. Now usually I would take notes on some of these players, or most of the time I would take notes on these players. 4-6, nah, not our position, definitely not. But I've been sat down for such a short time, I can't really say I've seen too much, not seen too many hands shown down. Things have been pretty ABC up to now. It's a pretty big raise, isn't it? 24. This always sends a few alarm bells out to me. A good alarm bells, if there is such a thing as a good alarm bell. But it kind of says to me, has he got a small pair? Is he going to be bluffable? But like I said, I've not got any notes on this guy. Can't tell you if it's the way he plays small pairs, but you usually find it online, especially online cash games, people raise up with 7s and 8s and 9s and this kind of hand. They make it far too big. 24 was an enormous raise, and one that if I've got something a little bit more playable in my hand, I may have just called to bluff the guy. I would have performed a bit of a stop and go on him. I'd have just flat called then. As long as it comes down some danger card on the flop, an ace or a king, I'd have bet out. The only problem is that play is that because he's put 24 bucks in, with me calling that's 48 plus the blinds, that's $54. You're going to have to put in, what, 30 bucks, maybe 35, to show some strength that you've got some of this. You'd be surprised how many times it actually works. So we've got 3, Jack 8 suited. Let's let it go, shall we? Things in these short-handed games, I really don't like limping in with any hand I'm going to play. It does usually work out to be the most advantageous situation. Four kings suited. So around the ship it, is he going to be a bit silly in the small blind, being that he's out of position? Let it go, ship it. You know, passing is no shame. Absolutely no shame in passing. It's a trouble hand, 4 king, isn't it? The only thing I'm really looking for is the diamonds, so for 10 bucks I'll let it go. Now, rewind that a hand, if I'd have had king 10, I may have just looked him up. So coming pretty close to the end of our small session here on the 2-4 game. As said, I can only go for 10 minutes because I'm going to stick it up on YouTube and put it on the Gutshot forum for all and sundry to see. It's going to be much improved for your viewing pleasure. So I'm going to play one more. Let's play a couple of more hands around to my blinds. Let's untick auto post. Let's fold the queen 6. I've got a couple of hands before, so I've already paid my $6 in the blinds. I might as well see a couple of more free hands. You can't see anyone on this table really frightens you, I must say. They're all playing pretty tight, considering it is a 6-handed table, and maybe the value that I saw when it was average pot of $81 was maybe someone's gone broke and you had a bit of a mad half hour. So this is Barry the Bully Martin signing off